and now you do what they tell you. And then they do what they tell you. And now you do what they tell you. And now you do what they tell you.
I don't know how it goes.
The same people that work forces, some of those who burn crosses. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. What?
Like your show?
What?
Like do your show? I'm kidding. I'm the reason that we're late this time.
What's up?
Hey, welcome to GaS Now, the GaS Digital Wrap-Up Show.
Welcome.
I have the REM shirt going. I don't know why I put my hair up. My hair's actually kind of good today.
She's honoring sleep.
Happy 9/11, everybody.
Nope.
It certainly is.
Not when this comes out.
Well, it's 9/11 when we're recording this.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's pretend that never happened. Hi, welcome to GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital Wrap-Up Show. I'm Natalie.
And I'm, No Eyes Miguel. No Ojos Miguel.
He's looking extra high today. He's looking extra red eyes. Like more than usual. Usually it's like his whole face is kind of red. Now it's like right here.
Concentrated bust.
Do we have any, what did we do last weekend? You went home last weekend.
Yes.
So I didn't see you that much, but we do live together now. I feel like that's a development.
We hope to live in a development.
We hope to live in a development. Right now we're living at my current apartment with my roommate. The three of us.
Sans 2 guinea pigs.
Sans 2 guinea pigs, rest in peace. And plus 1 cat. And I keep telling Mike that's going to be your stepchild. Like you're going to have to step up and raise her. She's 13 now.
And you know that's the troubling age where they start to
dabble into
not want to hang out. They're not daddy's little girl anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, precisely. And she already has lashed out at you, I think, because you're always trying to get involved in her life, and she's like, "Shut up, you're not my real dad."
I just want to hang out with my friends and eat Taco Bell.
Yeah. So yeah, last weekend, I literally don't remember what I did last weekend.
We were here recording the Josie debate that...
Yes! Studio lore.
That, admittedly by all parties involved, failed spectacularly.
Here's the thing. I knew about this from Josie going into it. I knew that I was going to be engineering for her last Friday. I didn't know what for until Mike told me that day that she tweeted that her debate was that night. And,
yeah, boy.
I was like, thank God I don't actually have to do any engineering work, because I have to leave. I can't listen to this. I hate it. I hate stuff like that.
For someone who produces a political podcast, you sure don't like listening to it.
This wasn't really a political podcast that she did. It was a debate. It was an argument. It was a recorded argument.
I wish I could be the master of that debate.
Why don't you take a lap for that one? That one was pretty bad.
You can sit on my lap.
Mike acts like we don't live together.
You can live in my bed.
Okay. So I set her up. She was tweaking earlier before. She was like real nervous about it. She was like, why did I sign up for this? This was stupid. She's like, I know that nothing he says is going to rile me up enough to get emotional. Which was true. I could tell from the other room. I was like, she kept it very calm. There were no clippable, like, feminist flips out moments.
Sure, but as she said on Morning Zoo this week.
Oh, she was on Zoo afterward?
Yeah, there were a couple of moments where she just flat out lied in panic.
Mm-hmm. Yes. She told me about that in the drive back. They almost made her miss her train back to Philadelphia. And I had my car on me, and so I went, let me give you a ride to Penn Station. And so I drove her down to Penn Station, and afterwards she was like, oh my God, that was awful. Get me out of here. And she was like, yeah, I straight up just was like, yeah, I've been to this war zone before, even though I haven't.
She said Yemen.
She said Yemen?
For her own words, she said Yemen.
That's crazy. She should have said Israel. It's more believable.
She said both.
Israel at least is believable.
Yeah.
No American has ever been to Yemen.
I've been to Seaman.
You're taking a lot of big swings today.
Big swing.
So, yes, I literally sat in the lounge and read my book and tried not to overhear any of it. There were about 1,500 people in the live chat, I would say. 1,200, 1,500, something like that. I agree with her core point, which is that this guy is not doing this because he thinks it's valiant or because there's some greater good that he's doing. He's doing it because it's profitable. That being said,
okay, I'm going to take the opposite opinion here.
Really?
Where it was a worse situation because he's the exact opposite of a grifter, where he's drinking the Kool-Aid so hard that he's a complete nerd about this shit, and he's going to really, like he's going to react like quoting Bible verses type of, like, fervor. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
which is almost worse than grifting because you're actually passionate about it, whereas a grifter is kind of just reciting talking points, not
funny.
citing specific, like, philosophies.
Yeah, one moment that I overheard that made me laugh, and she's like, no, unfortunately, I don't think you're stupid because I don't think you are stupid to believe any of this goofy horseshit. She didn't say goofy horseshit, that's my word. But she was like, I think you're very smart. I think that you're too smart to believe in all this goofy shit.
That's a good point.
And that made me laugh when I heard it. I liked it. I don't know, the people, she made a point on social media afterward, which is like, the people that are paying money so that their little name comes up on the screen, it's like, that's gay. It's gay as fuck. Like, all these people that are just, like, sucking this guy's dick every time he's on, it's just corny. Also, they both hopped into the StreamYard or whatever while they were setting up, and I was setting her up, and she goes, Happy Friday, when he hops in, and he goes, well, it will be for me. And I'm like, oh, okay, jail. Fuck this guy. What a cunt. He, like, just be fucking normal, dude. Like, so fucking goofy. It's whatever. I also think it's funny that she was like, yeah, she was like, yeah, I've tweeted at him before, and the only thing that he responded to was me saying that he's a grifter, and he was like, no, shut up. I'll debate you. They didn't get to 2 of the 3 topics that they were supposed to get to.
Yeah.
Also, is that lady called the Raging Tomato or whatever because she looks like a tomato?
Who?
The lady that hosted it, that moderated. Looks red as fuck. I was like, why does her face look like that?
I don't know.
And her username is the Flying Tomato or whatever.
Wait,
the Raging Tomato.
Oh, I was gonna say, she's Shaun White?
No, not the Flying Tomato. I think it was the Raging Tomato.
How awesome would that be if your debate was moderated by Shaun White, and every time was the other person's thing? He did like a fucking oh god, what are they called? I can't.
Screaming Tomato, maybe? I have no idea. Raging Tomato, something like that was the lady that hosted.
Yeah.
It was corny as hell, dog. It's just a huge bummer. And I also like that Josie was like, bro is always debating like old school Christian values, and yet his wife has like 3 different baby daddies or whatever.
Who does?
That guy's wife.
Word. It is funny, like, even with like the maybe this isn't a direct comparison, but like, you know, like Adam 22 interviewing all these like rappers trying to pretend to be hard with them, and then his wife is just, He's getting cucked by his own wife.
Yeah, I thought he was in on it. I thought he was into that.
He is, but it's still like being like, yo, like I'm so gangster too, dude.
Yeah.
Like I can get all these hoes, and then it's
Right.
like just getting cucked.
That's funny. I think it's worse than that, I would say. To be like, all women should be in the house, and then to be like...
I'm not saying Adam 22 says that. I'm just saying it's
Right. It's a comparable situation. Yeah, whatever. It happened. It's over. As soon as I was driving, she was like, that was awful. Oh my God. I go, well, it's over. You don't have to do that anymore. So.
Yeah.
But I would love to see her statements about it on Zoo.
Apparently, also, she contacted a Nigerian witch doctor or something
She did?
to perform like a spell to get her ex back. I'm like, bruh.
I tried to employ what I thought was a Nigerian witch,
Okay, to do.
and I think she may have just been a grifter.
Okay.
I think
You
she may have
think?
just been scamming me out of my money. Because I was like, all right, this is embarrassing, but I was like, I want to do some spells to get my ex back.
Do you ever
and
think
then
your
the-
first problem was you went to a Nigerian woman on how to bathe and eat food?
What the fuck?
Why does... You know that... This is so mean, because I love Josie, and she's like a friend. Women taking L's. Women posting L's.
Yeah,
Her saying that is women posting L's.
absolutely.
Woof.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, speaking of men posting W's, have you guys seen the new Legion of Skanks rebrand?
I have heard about the new Legion of Skanks rebrand.
I mean, it's about time we cleaned up our image.
Can you show me? Do you have it?
My phone is in the lobbies.
Oh, it's not. I can't access it from my phone.
If you go on Instagram, but listen, it's about time we had a change around here.
It's about time we fucking clean it up. Yeah. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I deleted Instagram as I do. I'm
Let's
leaning-
just say, at least as of recently, it's been a little sloppy.
Yeah, a little too dirty, right?
I would just say sloppy, and I think it's sometimes you need help trimming the fat.
Uh-huh. I talked to Karen out there, and she was like, oh, you got to talk about the new logo on the show. So.
I like
put your
it.
shoulders down. Wait, studio lore.
I like that it looks like the Blink-182 logo and the Nirvana logo and the Poison Control logo. And
Weekend life update. Mike and I went to the gym together yesterday, and bro takes so fucking long at the gym that it encouraged me to run longer.
Hell yeah.
And he still closed the place. Oh, did this recently post? That's so weird. It's the clip of you stage diving has resurfaced in my notifications. Did that get reposted recently?
I didn't see anything about that.
Here, let's go. It's
And they do
Legion
what they
of
tell
LOS.
you. And they do what they tell you. And they do what they tell you.
Of Skanks? Oh. I see.
I promise it's not the Nirvana logo.
It looks like Neff. What's the Neff logo? Hold on, I'm pulling up.
No,
the
Neff
logo.
is not. Neff is like a kid with a beanie on.
What Neff logo?
No, the Nick Mullen always waved because it looked like the Blink-182 logo.
Hold on, Neff? N-E-F-F? Oh, yeah! Yeah, this guy. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Here, I'm going to that and then to this. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
No, because the eyes are different.
Anyway, yes, it looks like the Neff logo. And you know what? Good for them, actually.
Some people
I wish
have...
they would do that to our logo.
True. I wish people were better at embracing change.
Yeah, it looks like it got ironed.
Maybe if you embrace more change, your life would be better. That's all I have to say.
I embrace a lot of change.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, got it. Okay, yes. People at home. Yeah, embrace more
The
change.
low-income whites, as Mike Vecchione would say.
Shout out Mike. Go check out Mike Vecchione's new special.
Go check, yeah, low-income white. Or
Yeah.
is it?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that might have been the one before that.
No, before that was the Attractives.
Hmm.
Yes. So
I thought The Attractives was a Netflix TV show.
It sounds like it. So not worth talking about any of the content of Skanks?
We can talk about Lewis's Instacart,
Let's hear it.
which he claimed was all because of he claimed my child
Okay.
on for having a bunch of junk food in his Instacart because he only orders off of Instacart, and he pulled a mic recently, but on the regular, because he doesn't go shopping at the grocery store.
Right.
He gets all his deli meats from fucking Oscar Mayer. So they were making fun of him for that.
That does seem unlike him. Because he seems like a guy who values like high quality shit. You know?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to go into the deli. He said that when you order off of Instacart from the deli, they always get it wrong.
But he seems like a guy who would give a shit enough. Like, he likes the nice bourbon or whatever. It seems like a guy who would give a shit enough about salami or whatever to, like, go up to the guy and be like, this is what I want.
Yeah.
So that actually surprises me, I would say. We're working on Operation Mike Eats Better.
Yeah.
It's working.
I had a
the
stir
kitchen.
fry.
We had a stir fry yesterday.
Fuck, what else was in his,
So he was blaming his kid?
yeah. Oh my god, what else was in his Instacart that was like, bruh? I don't remember, but you can cut it in here, they were,
Clowning.
why does it feel like I have a contact in my eye when I don't? They were
That's what I'm
clowning
saying, It
him.
looks more irritated than usual.
And you know, it's the Are You Garbage guys, so
Oh, yeah.
they're especially gonna take no guff as far as
Taking
what you put in your fridge.
Yeah.
And if you have receipts for it,
Yeah.
there's very little wiggle room.
Yes.
And so he I wish there was a word for not catch a stray, but catch a direct. Cuz he got a direct hit.
Catch a shot.
Yeah.
Be shot.
Yeah, he got a direct cannon strike from the Are You Garbage pirate ship there.
Yeah. I don't know which direction to pivot. They're both applicable. I'm going to start with TTI, though, because they had the Arthur Cantina boys on.
Yeah, did you try the Doritos vodka?
No, I did not. I had the mimosa that they brought in, and that was delightful.
Nice.
Um,
Shannon said that she said it tasted like there was frangelica in it.
yeah, that's crazy because that doesn't taste like Doritos at all.
No, but she said it would
Frangelico.
frangelico. She said it reminded her of like birthday cake shots.
There's something, what is it? I haven't made it in a long time, but it was like the one version of the chocolate cake shot, which was Frangelico and what was it? Citrus vodka? Oh, not Bart. Okay. I'm confusing you guys with bartenders.
Yeah, you're
So,
on
but
the side of the liquor
it was,
industry.
I think it was Frangelico and citrus vodka, I think. And the two together made like a birthday cake-ish type
Okay.
taste.
Citrus?
I can
I
see that
think so.
chocolate
Like
and
a
lemon.
citron, like-
Yeah, I can see that.
They just like worked together in like a magical way that it was like a beautiful taste. And something about this is like triggering that to me.
Okay.
Which have frangelico in them, and she said because it's got like a hazelnut quality to it.
So weird.
And she said like there was like a hazelnuttiness to it, and she was like, I'm getting like I can't like. It gives me the same kind of thing. Like there's some kind of frangelico in it.
I'm impressed that Shannon tried it. I as someone who used to work at a liquor store, I like the fact that these guys took this opportunity to bring in shit that has been there for centuries. They're like, here, you freaks, we can't pay people to take this off our hands. Here you go.
I mean,
free booze.
Getting the bottle inscripted with Shaded and Figs on was very sweet.
Very cool, extremely cool, and the mimosa was good. And they brought sweets.
Yeah, I think around here we should start renaming intern tasks as monkey work.
Where was that in the episode?
It was like scary things. But whenever like Figs needs a couple of bucks, JP or Anthony, I forget which one, will be like, all right, Mike, I got some monkey work for you.
Love that. That's
and he'll
great.
he'll do like a manual labor task at like the sweeping up the basement or something.
That's great.
And
I love that.
they call it monkey work, and I'm like, that should be what we call every intern task here, monkey work.
I was hanging out in the other side by Studio C, and the guys came out because they were doing Fig Talk or whatever, something like Fig Talk. And the guy came out and he was like, he like knew me. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
I saw you at
They're big
Skanks.
fans.
Yes. I said, yo, Nattlesnake, when I saw you. But they were hanging out, and I said it to Jorge first. Mike didn't like it. I go, Mom says we got Are You Garbage at home. And they're the Are You Garbage at home. I go, quick, someone make an Italian Are You Garbage pun. And you said, Are you gabagool?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty
I
good.
thought that was pretty good.
For on the
I
fly?
see these two dudes, and I'm like, what's with Walmart Are You Garbage over here?
It's...
I said it to Mike, and he didn't like it.
Well, okay. I went because I had to edit a clip today, and I actively looked for it, and I saw it more than I
Did in person?
liked. I wished I did,
Okay.
but also there are several very incriminating distinctions.
Like what?
Kippy is bald and has more of a 5 o'clock shadow thing going on than JP.
Who's the smaller guy? Of
Kippy.
Kippy. Reminds me of fucking what's his name from Are You Garbage?
Kippy.
Who's the guy from Are You Garbage?
Kippy. Kevin Ryan.
Don't fucking act like that's a thing that anyone on this planet Earth has ever called him.
Everyone calls him Kippy.
You're making that shit up right now, dog. I've never heard that before.
Comments?
I've never heard that. I've never heard that once in my entire life, and I used to work on rap. I've seen them a handful of times. No one's ever called him that.
He calls himself that. Everyone calls him that.
Recently?
Yes, he's Kippy in H. Foley.
I think that Kevin Ryan and the small guy from Arthur Cantina look alike. Or give me the same vibe.
Yeah, I suppose. I would even say... I would say, yeah, they're not dissimilar, but also the bigger guy, Foley has like the slicked back hair, like greased back hair kind of situation going on. He has more of like a poof ball thing going.
You're overthinking it, dog. You're overthinking it. We got Are You Garbage at home. The vibe is there. I think you're overthinking it. Back me up here, please.
I don't not see it, but I think
It just
you're...
reminds me of like a Drake and Josh episode where they go to a different school and there's the different school version of Drake and Josh. You know what I mean?
Okay,
That's what I'm getting at here.
sure. Did you listen to the whole episode?
No, I listened to about half while I was eating my lunch.
Okay.
Oh, we had an in-person meeting.
Yes.
I was actually there for the meeting, which never happens. I saw Lewis, and I was like, I never see you anymore. What's up? If I drink Body Brain coffee, am I going to get a big clit? And he, like, went into an actual pitch for his coffee.
Yeah.
I guess he does it a lot. I
Well-
was like, no, I was just making a joke, dude. Like, you don't have to be serious. I'll drink your coffee. I wanted to try it, but he went into like, here's why women also could use testosterone if it's low. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you don't have to be so serious.
Why so serious?
Anyway, what else do you have? Oh, I want to hear about your American Loser question.
Before you do,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever kissed someone post puke?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. Maybe my ex.
They talked
She
about that on
thought-
TTI.
Well, he said he didn't kiss her.
Oh.
He said specifically, he was like, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad she told me that.
Yeah.
My ex was a puker, so I'm sure I have at some point. But
It made me want
you're
to.
also a puker, but I feel like
No, I make people puke when they see me.
that's not funny.
I don't know. I thought it was a good joke. For on the fly jokes, I'm doing great.
We should keep a score, a tally.
On American Loser. First of all, tell me, everyone, if you think this is a good pitch out there, because I pitched this to KP. We do an episode,
I
right?
almost feel like you shouldn't say it in case they actually do it.
Okay, fine. Cut
or
this
or would
out.
you rather be credited with it, having set it up in advance?
Yeah, that.
All right, then go for it.
All right, so it's called Canadian Loser. It's one episode. One episode called Canadian Loser. Guest is Ryan Long, and they talk about Rob Ford.
Or Danny Polishchuk. I feel like he's the one who talked about Rob Ford on the gate.
Sure, but I feel like I don't know if Danny is. I think Danny's from like Ottawa, isn't he? I feel like
Ryan's like from where this guy.
Ryan's from Toronto. I'm not
Got it,
sure.
got it.
Maybe Danny's from Toronto, but I feel like Ryan's more directly involved in Toronto.
Sure.
I think that either way, both of
Fair
them
enough.
know about Rob Ford, and
Right.
I think he's a great, like,
Episode.
he's a huge loser.
Yeah.
And technically, his family got his money from a factory in Detroit or Chicago or something in the States. So there is an American tie.
Yeah.
There's an American tie-in for sure. But the question at hand
Who was on the episode? Do you remember?
for the episode in question of this week, the great Chris Scopo.
Love it.
He did awesome. I really enjoyed. He had some great insights. He did his research. First of all, love that. Love when a guest comes in, doing the research and being able to contribute to KP, giving his rendition of the story, like adding extra tidbits and stuff. That's always great. And then Scopo also added some great personal anecdotes that really fit in, that just added the perfect layer to the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was so if you basically the theme of the episode was what is your definition of the perfect crime? And we'll answer that in a second. But it was and we're going to tell you what our idea of the perfect crime would be, but first, I wanted to tell you why this question was inspired, because the episode was about this guy, Bert Alvord, constable / lawman who broke bad.
Okay.
This is a classic Wild West, old Western tale.
Love it.
He's in Arizona, and he's a constable of this, like, one pony, one
Yeah. Town.
stop town. And he goes to the local saloon, and he pays off the porter or the bartender to come in every 15 minutes. They're like playing poker back there. and he pays the bartender to come in, and their plan is to rob a train.
Okay.
And so their plan is when they hear the train come, they're gonna go out and rob it.
Okay.
And he's the constable, so there is plausible deniability.
Right.
So he pays the bartender to come in every 15 minutes and pour beer on the floor, and then come back out and be like, guys, don't go back there. The constable and his friends are playing a really wild game of poker, and they do not want to be disturbed. So just let them be.
Yeah.
And so they hear the train coming into the station. So they're like, all right, that gives us 15 minutes. We're now going to ride out to this like hill or some kind of like embankment that we can flank the train so it stops. And then we're going to rob it because it had like Wells Fargo money and like U.S. Army like payroll in it. So they robbed the train of its money successfully, and then they stash it very quickly in like a safe place, and they get back to the bar they were at before the train is able to turn around back into the station. And the conductor comes in and is like, hey, I need to report a robbery. My train was robbed. And they're like, oh, you should go talk to the constable. He's at the saloon playing poker with his boys. And there they were. And they never got found out.
So he did help. He reported it to the constable, who had by then gotten back to his program?
Yes.
Incredible.
And then he started like a like a search party that was just him covering up his own tracks.
Right.
So he was able to cover up any clues that he might have left that would have led to him because he was leading the search party.
I have a question. How did we eventually, at this point in history, find this out?
Because he got cocky and started to get sloppy and started just robbing trains in broad daylight.
Burt Alford has two of the most famous robberies in the Old West ever. That's why he's this week's American Loser. The number one being where he investigates himself after pulling off the robbery.
The best.
And then number two is, this is the only one in the history books where it was a broad daylight train robbery that happened at the station with witnesses.
Oh.
And they caught him.
Yeah.
And he went to jail. And then somehow they got like someone to like break them out of jail or something. And but
that's funny.
It's funny because the group of them, I think, would be such a good like rap name group. Yeah. It was like Three Finger Jack, Billy Styles, and Burt Alvord. But I feel like we could be like Sheriff Burt or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could make that cool as hell. Yeah. Like.
Who was the second one?
Billy Styles.
Billy Styles is like a great.
Billy Styles and Three Finger Jack.
Yeah, great stage names.
That's what I'm saying,
absolutely.
dude. We can clean up Burt Alvord to be something cool.
Yeah. I love it. I want to hear your perfect crime.
So you know how you do this thing where you're like, Mike comes up with a question
and then doesn't have an answer?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking. I had a couple different thoughts. One, I was thinking of the Boston, what's her name? Isabel Stewart Gardner Museum heist that is still unsolved to this day, like 25 years later.
Sure.
Which they think is most likely perpetuated by someone who was working there. It's almost impossible for it not to be. Mm. I think that kind of thing, where you work in a place for so long that you go, I know this place in and out. I got keys to every room. I got codes to every board. And then you just leave the country as soon as possible with your theft.
Right.
Different thought. One of those white collar crimes where they skim a couple bucks here and there, but on like a wide scale. Did you just bump your elbow?
That's what Harrington said when KP asked him this question. He's like, we're gonna take a third of a penny off of every as an accounting error.
Yeah.
And then Scopo was like, your dumbass would be the guy from Office Space
Yeah.
that would get caught because he moved the decimal place too far.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, oh yeah, Scopo.
That's what I was thinking too. I will say though, I just read 1Q84. Or was it 1Q85? I spent 6 months reading this book and I suddenly...
84.
It was 84. There's a... Sorry, spoiler alert. It's a really long book. You should read it, but like I can't imagine that anyone is upset about this. There's this... One of the main characters is a hired assassin for like high-profile men who commit like heinous violent crime, like domestic abuse crimes. So she gets hired to like kill this guy. The problem is that like he's like the leader of a cult. The issue there is that they like don't basically she's like, yeah, the people I work for looked into it and they checked my background and they saw that I had no reason to be suspicious of me. I'm like, yeah, but it's a lot of yada yada to get to like the scene, which of course it's a book. Like I don't expect him to like put in detail everything, but it's like she like hides a gun in her or the thing that she kills him with in her bag because his like bodyguards are like kind of, they're strong but they're like kind of not good at their job and that they're like sensitive. So she's like, yeah, I got my like bra and panties over here, and he just like kind of looks, he's like, that's fine, I don't need to look into it, and she's like hiding her weapon underneath, and then she kills this guy.
Oh, that's pretty smart.
But like it's like I said, it's a lot of blah blah blah. Anyway, now she killed him, you know. So like I can't call that a perfect crime because there's a lot of logistics that weren't actually in it.
All right, here's my perfect crime.
Okay.
You find out what bar or like the hangout spot for all the WNBA players is. You eventually rizz one of them up.
Mm-hmm. I have to because they're all lesbians.
You get pregnant. You get them pregnant.
Oh, okay. So never mind.
But you know that they're pregnant before anyone else. So now you can bet against them. If it's a good player,
Yeah.
you're going to bet against that team because you know before anyone else.
But she's gonna be out.
Yeah, and then profit.
I like it. But the fuzzy part there is rizz up WNBA player. Pretend to be a lesbian. Rizz up WNBA player.
I mean, it feels like it's kind of on sandbox mode.
Yeah.
Kind of on easy mode, honestly.
Yeah.
How hard could that be?
I think you should try.
You just have to
I would give you a hall pass for a WNBA player.
All you have to tell them is that they count as athletes. And they're going home with you.
Yeah. I think you should try it. I would give you a hall pass for that.
Yeah. Or here's my other one. Create a holiday that's based around being romantic to women and gaslight men that they're bad boyfriends if they don't get their women cards and flowers and take them out to dinner, and it's also the dead of fucking winter, so it's a miserable day.
Here's an idea. Convince men that they, in order to marry their lady, they have to spend 2 months' salary on a ring.
Oh yeah, and by the way, what the rock that's on the ring is one of the most commonly found mined things in the world, but they keep it in short supply on purpose. Yeah, the De Beers company.
But they also started making them in labs.
Yeah, but it's also
People saw Adam ruins everything, I suppose.
How about your Natalie ruins bits?
Did you actually see Adam Ruins Everything, where you talked about wedding rings?
No.
I get that everyone hates Adam Conover or whatever, but the first like 3 or 4 episodes of that show was kind of interesting, and then it got corny.
I hate the De Beers Company more than him.
Well, he talked about it in that episode. I remember this scene where he's like,
De Beers.
let's move on. What do you have left? I have the regs.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right, the regs, or as the group, just kidding. I love that this isn't my problem anymore. As the comments are calling them, the Irregz, because they just a couple of episodes and put out like compilation episodes. I love that that's not my problem anymore. They were talking about tipping at hotels.
Irregz. What is this? When a bird makes a nest in my canal? Fuck yeah.
I don't even get it.
Fucking, it's like when a fucking bird makes a nest in your fucking ear and you got fucking ear eggs.
Oh, ear eggs.
Fuck yeah.
Don't quit your day job.
Fuck yeah.
Man, I hate you. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I'm completely off my game.
What's that?
Text me right now, ear eggs, so that I can title that the episode on the website. We were talking about tipping maids at hotels, and the conclusion was, I think, fair on both sides. One side was, if I have the do not disturb, which I agree with, unless I run out of clean towels, I don't want them changing my bed every day. I don't want to be I don't want to have to wake up early to get out if they're here. I always put the do not disturb thing on the door. So if you've just been do not disturb all weekend, I get why you'd be like, no, I'm not going to tip because they haven't been refreshing my room. But then, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what?
You
You don't have to make that face when you listen to people.
They,
Dumbass.
That's not what he said. The other side was, if you come in the towels at any point, you should pay them.
I like that he called it a jack-off chamber.
Maids have
So you're
prepared
saying-
my jerk chamber for the weekend.
But the room, if I paid,
thank them.
if it was $300 and your room's not clean, and then
Jerk
someone comes and
chamber.
cleans
Did
it.
I
I
get
come into my jerk chamber and I go, this has been set up lovely.
Who called it a jack-off chamber?
Soder.
Soda did?
He was like, they're preparing my jack-off chamber. Did you miss it? That was like the whole thing.
I watched it at 1.5.
That was the whole thing. He said, he was like, yeah, I tipped them because they're preparing my cum chamber.
Yeah,
My cum layer.
if they're touching your cum, you should tip them.
Aw.
Why can't you do that during sex?
Oh, you don't want that.
I don't want that, but I want something like that.
I pretend I'm somewhere else.
So you don't come as fast?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
I'm in calculus class, obviously. Because
How do you enjoy and live in the moment for once?
numbers turn me on. I love derivatives.
I always
okay?
because I'm a person that, for the most part, is like, yes, tipping culture is real, and I'm part of it, even though I don't want to be. I usually don't go nuts, though. They said $20 for, like, a weekend. I usually do, like, the equivalent of... Like, if I was there for 3 days, I'd probably leave, like, $10, and they would only come, like, maybe once, if at all. We left 20 the other day because we didn't pay for those.
Yeah, that you were like, we need to pay extra because we didn't, and I'm like, yeah, dude.
Because we got our
Also-
hotel.
Also, the lady broke her arm, poor thing.
Yeah, he said that the lady
They,
was in
like-
charge of the maid.
They were like,
wrist.
we have to. Do you need like service because the person who's supposed to clean your room like broke her arm, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh fuck,
Yeah,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
She gets a 20 for doing it one-armed.
Yeah.
I think it's worth discussing. Yes, I will tip. The only place that I don't tip is like if I go up to a counter and order. I'm not gonna tip unless they like are very helpful.
Mm.
But I'm not someone who presses 10% or 15% on an iPad, you know, unless they helped me. But I always tip I always tip, like, if I'm eating somewhere and there's, like, a waiter or waitress.
Mm-hmm.
That's like borderline fucked up if you don't.
I do the thing that, like you would do at a restaurant where I take away $1 every time every time there's one less towel than usual, or like I can't bounce a quarter off of the blanket, I take $1 away.
You know how whenever it was that we were like, you're like, what are your deal break? What are your strikes? If you were like that, we would not be together. That would be strikes.
Well, I would be Andrew Wilson then.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I just imagine it'd be funny just to be in a hotel the entire time and not leaving because you're waiting for them to come in so you can take dollars away.
Or like Bobby was saying, you're waiting for them to catch you jerking off in front of the door.
Yeah.
I feel like Lewis has mentioned that before, or maybe Zach.
No, it was
Porn
Lewis.
Like that. Yeah, watching porn like that. There was one
And Jay.
Really? There was one I watched a long time ago that was like a guy on a beach jerking off while like women pass by or whatever. I don't remember like being very into it, but it stayed in my head.
One of my favorite Dad Meet stories is one of the first times they were on Real Ass Podcast, or one of the GaS shows. Both of the guys from Dad Meet came up here, and they were like saying it at a hotel, just like taking a nap before they went back or whatever. And Mike and Tim were in the same room, and Mike had ordered like a bunch of like they had like a there was like a laptop in the room. Or not a laptop, like an iPad.
Yes, an iPad. I know the story.
You ordered a bunch of gay porn on
Tim's
Tim's
and then
thing.
took the iPad away. It's pretty good.
That's one of my favorite stories.
So funny.
Well, he's a little stinker.
I love that. That's incredible. Anyway, what do you have left?
Well, speaking of the regs, if we can continue the conversation a little bit more, Lewis was also talking on the regs about his not his homeowning experience, I will say, in this, because he's not new to the suburbs, but he's new to having a homeowner attitude.
Yeah, I agree.
And he's not taking kindly to mild nuisances.
Lewis, you don't say. He's not taking well to nuisances.
Specifically, dogs pooping on his lawn.
Oh.
And
I feel really strongly about this.
but the three other guys were like, you had like
A dog that did that?
the craziest dog.
Yeah.
You have no room to talk here.
Yeah. What did he say?
He was like, it doesn't matter. They should understand etiquette.
You've unlocked a Pandora's box here. I understand if you have a very nice manicured lawn with like flowers and shit, and you don't want a dog pooping or peeing on this stuff that you spent a lot of money on.
Nail polish. Sorry, I meant fucked up the joke.
Well, never mind.
You said a manicured lawn.
Oh, got it. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm gonna jump off a bridge
Don't do that.
onto another bridge.
No, don't do that.
Then I'd survive.
Okay.
It's more about the jump. I just like jumping.
Like jumping.
It's less about the suicide. I just like jumping will make me feel better right now.
Maybe this isn't in like a. On the one hand, people that have regular ass lawns that have little signs that say "Don't poop on my lawn," I'm like, fucking get over yourself. And maybe this is unrelated. Maybe Lewis doesn't feel strongly about this. Maybe this is a completely different conversation. I've had two distinct experiences with homeowners being like, don't put dog poop bags in my garbage. There's one near the lady that I dog sit for.
Uh-huh.
With a garbage can with a sign taped onto the lid of the trash that says, "Please be civilized. do not put your dog's poop in my garbage. I go, what would be more civilized to you? Putting it in a flaming paper bag on your front step? Because that's what I want to do now that I've read that.
Yeah.
I want to smear it straight into your fucking lawn. What, your garbage smells? You're worried about how your garbage smells? It smells clean and fresh all the time and you don't want poop in it? Like, I get it if there was some situation where someone put an open bag of poop in their trash can.
And they had to clean it.
And they got on the inside. We know that's not what happened. That's giving them way too much benefit of the doubt. They don't like that people use their actual garbage can as an actual garbage can. It's like, why the fuck do you care? And I wasn't going to do that. I would never do that. But all of a sudden now I want to. Because you were so cunty about having clean garbage that you felt it necessary to print a sign on Word.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why wouldn't people do what I normally do and put it in the Goodwill donation bin? Those clothing bins.
Yeah.
That are in the parking lots. That's where I usually put my dog poop.
For sure. The other run-in was that happened to my mom, and my mom only put it in there because she could see the garbage truck coming to collect. And the guy came out and was like, why the fuck did you put your dog's shit in my garbage? And they had a back and forth about it, and then the guy went in, and then my mom opened it and put it on his lawn.
Man.
Did I paint a picture of my mom for you?
Yeah, I mean, you guys...
He came out and got in an argument about it with her. Even though she was like, I can see the garbage. They're about to pick up your shit.
Damn, you guys are really... I mean... Just throw it in your own... Why? Just throw it in your own thing. Who cares?
I feel that way, too. But it's like... Especially with my mom and my other dog. She might have been holding, like,
You're just
4.
creating problems for yourself.
I wouldn't... Like I said, I wasn't going to do it. I'm just... I have a resentment of people who are so... Because you're holding it. You don't want to be holding it. It's going in a garbage.
Oh, no. You got the stinky thing in your hand? That's what you just did, but with their receptacle.
It's inconvenient. You're walking a dog.
It's inconvenient for someone to put dog poop in my trash can, then I have to clean it out.
No, you don't have to clean it out. That's the problem. You don't have to. You almost never know that it's there because the garbage guys come and pick it up. All right, whatever. Sound off, I guess.
It's also inconvenient for someone to put their trash in my can.
I don't think I would ever notice or care.
I would care.
Would you?
That's my fucking can. Get your hands off my can, guy.
I would never do that, but reading that makes me go, fuck you. You know? Like, I wouldn't care enough.
I would rather just yell at them. I wouldn't put a sign up necessarily, but I would not.
You absolutely would not.
You
would not.
You don't understand suburbs life, dude. There's just this thing called etiquette.
All right, now I know you're doing a bit. Whatever. Am I crazy?
I don't know.
Crazy? I just see that and it makes my blood boil. I'm like, get over yourself.
It's
just too special.
I think that the mirror could also be shown on you.
All right. I'm saying I don't do that.
I'm just saying, why do you care that you have to hold a bag of poop in your hand to your own property?
Because having your hands free behooves you while you're walking a dog.
Does it?
Don't say that to me. Bro doesn't know how to pet a dog. Bro doesn't know how to touch a dog.
I've walked
Bro
dogs.
Pets like dogs.
And I've carried the poop back to the house.
This is how Mike touches the dogs.
I've walked dogs. And I've picked up
yourself?
the poop. Yes.
Okay.
And I've picked up the
Big
poop.
ones?
Yeah. Yes, my grandmother went to Costa Rica and left her dog with us, my house, and it was my responsibility before school every day to walk the dog.
Okay.
And
you still don't know how to pet dogs?
I had to pick up the poop.
Yeah.
And I would bring it back to the house.
So would I.
And the dog would constantly try to run off a leash.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't a problem. I wouldn't go around throwing it in other people's cans.
Neither would I! But if you preemptively write a sign to print it out, all of a sudden I'm like, fucking get over yourself. Get over yourself. I get not wanting it on your lawn.
Yeah.
But your garbage is too special to have dog poop in it so bad that you have to write a sign on Google Docs and print it out? Get over yourself.
This is why I always just put it in those little library things.
We should end it. We should move on. Am I crazy? I think, all right, Lewis is in the other shoes now because he's a homeowner.
But
I feel like this
slides.
is a Lewis-esque take to be like,
They're called chancletas.
get over yourself. You tell me not to do something, and now all of a sudden I want to do it.
They're called
Shoes, chancletas.
zapatos.
What do you have left? This took way. I don't know why. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. And it's all people with video cameras too. It's all. You know what it is? Ooh, buff. It reminds me of the witch hunts that would happen here when someone would take a picture of a cup left in the sink.
The witch
Like,
hunts.
who did this? Who did this? I want a photo of the person who did this hung on the wall. Just fucking get over it. Get the fuck over it. You got a video camera? Smile, you're on camera. Don't put your shit in my garbage. I want to flip off the camera every time I pass that house.
I want to dig through their garbage.
I bet it smells great. I bet they have sweet-smelling, beautiful garbage.
I bet there's some nice tampons I can stick right in my mouth.
Where is this hair that's stuck to me? I'm looking.
Dark Holes, you had a question.
No, I don't.
Well,
No, I don't. I didn't actually watch the episode.
bruh, but you said you had the question guy.
Jorge said.
That's why I didn't prepare an extra John.
What's his name? Christos is here. Okay, let's wrap up. I'll cut this part. This has been GaS.
No Dark Holes?
No, Christos is here. I gotta set up.
You can suck it.
This has been GaS Digital Now. The GaS.
I'll keep going if you won't. What was the Dark Holes question?
Seriously? The Dark Holes question was verbatim from Jorge. A fun write-in was someone put a Dorito under their ball sack and had someone unknowingly eat it. There's a question there somewhere. That's what Jorge texted me verbatim. What food would you unknowingly feed someone that was under your ball sack? Is that the question you wanted?
I think we all know the question here is hell of a good dip. Bacon flavor.
This has been GaS Digital Now, the GaS Digital wrap-up show. If you liked it and you think we got there, subscribe at GaS Digital Now on YouTube. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please, please, please subscribe with all your accounts. Natalie Did Chico Edits on Instagram. Mike?
Follow me. Follow the GaS Digital accounts at GaS Digital on Instagram and Twitter. Follow the YouTube channel for GaS Digital at GaS Digital Network. I'm gonna put out the Chris from Brooklyn Demolition Derby tomorrow.
It should be out by now. If you're seeing this, it's out. Go watch it.
And
Now you have to.
follow me at that blind Mike on Foursquare.
Oh, and watch That's Hot. That's my other podcast. Bye.
Hello.